Can you hear the song?
No. Oh yeah, I can now.
Yes, yes, yes. Bless up yourself, one and all. Welcome to the Troy Graham Experience. I am the aforementioned Troy Graham. I had to let that play play a little longer than I wanted. That's Glory by John Legend and the man Mr. Common. So I had to play it a little longer. So today we have a special guest. So before we get into the discussion, we got another Graham on here. So you get two for one today. You
Yeah.
get Troy Graham and you get who else? Who else is on here?
Zion Graham.
Ryan Graham, youngest of the flock. Youngest
Yes,
of the
sir.
flock. Yeah, so that's right. Tank got Tank got to stop ducking Lomachenko. Let me get it started first, Ghost. Let me
He
get it
not
started.
ducking.
I don't even know. Actually, you know what? The thumbnail. I meant to change it to something else, but it says Ryan said he's announcing his retirement, and I said it's about time. I mean, who really cares if he retires? I mean, the dude has been toe in and toe out, half-assing it for a long time now. So I don't see why he feels the need to announce it because he was never a full-time fighter. What do you think, man?
Um, I feel as though he bring a lot of money for his promoter, like Oscar De La Hoya. That's gonna be a loss for him because Ryan like one of them. He like one of them stars, like Tank. Like he bring the money in. There's gonna be a lot of fans that miss him, but overall, like it's true that what you said, he really not fully committed with his boxing stuff. He in and out for real. So yeah, but like real fans not gonna really miss him for real.
Now, well, you're right about that, but you also got to think about this. He was never really accepted by the uh, by the so-called real folks folks from Mexico, right? Because he was born over here, right?
Yeah.
But because of his good looks and he crossed over into the casual realm, if you want to call it that, into mainstream, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a he has a lot of young fans over there, a lot of teeny boppers, a lot of girls because he is pretty. He looked like Oscar when he was younger, right?
Yeah.
So he is pretty, and he's in a lot of commercials. He got a lot of sponsors. So at the end, I'm sorry, he has a lot of endorsements. So at the end of the day, he doesn't really need to money. He doesn't really need boxing to make money. And
Exactly.
he made two big checks with Devin and with Tank. So he doesn't really need boxing to make money. He makes more not getting hit than he does getting hit, right?
Right.
But at the same time, this dude has basically retired before. He claimed mental illness, then he came back. Now he's retiring again. It's like it's a game he's playing with the sport. I don't know what to think about him.
Uh, I feel like he more smarter than usual people. He know what he doing, but
Hmm.
he's confusing everybody. I know what he doing. I'm not about 100% sure what he doing, but I'm pretty sure like he knows he doing. Like he's smarter than certain people. He just acts dumb.
He's smarter than the average boxer.
Yeah, he's smart. Like trust me, he's smart. He just like a little. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it, but he's smart. Trust me.
Yeah, there's this dude Ghost 123 in the chat. He never jumped in for the panel, but let me see what he's talking about. Tank got to stop catch weight and dehydrating fighters.
Oh
Ryan
man,
got hit with a catch weight and rehydration clause. That's a lie. That's a lie, Troy Graham. Real Mexicans know he Mexican.
let me
Now
say
here's
something
another
about
one.
that. A
Okay, go
rehydration
ahead.
clause.
Go ahead.
About the
Go ahead. Go ahead.
rehydration clause, the opponent has to sign the paper too. And then on top of that, Tank has to come in at the same weight as his opponent. So it's not like Tank has an advantage over his opponent. Both of them got weight 135. Then on top of that, Tank not a weight bully. That's Tank actual natural weight. So if the opponent has a problem about weighing in at 135, he should move up. It's not Tank fault at all. Tank just want to fight fairly.
Well, at
I
the
don't
end of the
think Tank
day,
uses advantages on no fighter. Leads above every fighter, in my opinion.
is that so? You sure?
What you say?
Huh? Are you sure?
I'm real sure. His next
Okay. I
fight,
mean, hmm
his next fight going to be against Loma. I'm not gonna lie, he did. I've been seeing posts on Twitter. When Tank was early in his career, he was supposed to fight Loma, but he didn't take the fight because Tank wasn't in his prime and Loma was in his prime, and Tank had to get more experience. I can see why they said Tank was ducking Loma, but and then Loma old man now. I don't know. It wasn't gonna be fair for either fighter. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like Tank was
well,
early in his career, about to fight a prime champion, and then now Tank in his prime, and he want to fight Loma now. I could make an argument for both sides, but he not ducking Loma. He gonna fight Loma next for sure.
mm, we don't know that. We don't know if that's true or not. That's they're still talking. They're still having, they're having these negotiations and whatnot. But we shall see, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it. I still think Loma. Hold on. But this is the delete content ban stuff. No, I didn't do any of that. I'm trying to pin this at the top. That's why you hear me talking to myself. It's usually I could do it, but it's not letting me pin it this time for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
It's usually easy. But anyway, I got it up there so everybody can see it. But I think Lomachenko still has something, still is might be the better boxer, but we'll see what happens when he gets hit.
Listen. Loma is not beating Tank. Trust me, he's not beating him. Yeah, yes, he's more technical than Tank, but trust me, them body shots want to hurt him. Going to put him down either way.
Mhm.
Loma's not
Well,
beating him.
yeah, that I do know. He didn't like getting hit by Tiafimo. He did damn near jumped out the ring every time Tio hit him to the body. So
And Devin
um,
Haney body shots. And Devin Haney, I'm not a professional boxer, so I can't say Devin Haney got pillow fists or he hits off because he a professional boxer and I'm not. But then again,
mhm.
he hits he has less strength than all the other boxers that I just named, like Tank and them. So if Loma was affected by Devin Haney body shots, just imagine what Tank gonna do to his body. And then on top of that, Tank IQ was so smart. Loma going think he gonna go in there and body snatch him, the whole time he gonna go up top and put him down. Yeah, you never know. Like you can't read Tank at all. Tank the type fighter you can't prepare for because he always come in with a different game plan. Like Shakur, you already gonna know what he gonna do in the ring. Loma, you gonna know what he gonna do in the ring. You not gonna know what Tank gonna do in the ring. Tank can box. He could just go in full blast and brawl you. He could stalk you out to the later rounds and then knock you out. You never know what he gonna do. He always come in different.
Well, I could say this about Tank because I noticed this a few years back. He's patient. He doesn't really rush anything. He'll allow you to shoot for 5 or 6 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Then by round 7, he picks it up a little bit. Then by round 8, tries to get you up out of there. You saw what he did in the other Garcia fight. Hector Garcia, I think was the brother's name, bald head brother. He
Mm-hmm.
uh he didn't take him out at 8 or 9. He took him out at 10. But that dude kept getting hit with the same left hand. Boom, boom, boom. And then after a while, Tank was able to sit down on his punches because the guy was a decent boxer. He was able to slip. Because a lot of times you see punches and they're like this, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you think they're landing like this, but the guy is doing a half step and they sliding. So, he's not getting the full blow. But around round 8 or 9 or 10, you start slowing down, right?
Exactly.
So, I don't, but I think. I think if this fight happens, it won't happen until next year because that's how this is works. Now, if it was Sheik, if it was Sheik Turkey, it would probably happen before the end of the year because right now we in June, right?
Yeah,
And Tank did get a little damage in that fight. So if this was Sheik handling the fight, this is how it would go. So it's June, July, August, September. This fight will probably be in uh, October or November. You know that? Or
I
he'll scratch it. He'll stretch it out until December. But it will definitely happen this year. This fight is not happening this year.
I feel as though I feel as though well I can agree with you, but then disagree at the same time. I feel like Tank I can't. I believe he can't take like a big layoff like he did before. He was just off for 14 months, and then all the other fights he's going to have in the future going to be all championship fights like Shakur Loma, probably Tiafimo. I'm not sure if he going to fight Haney or not, but say if he do fight Haney, I don't think he could take a big layoff like he just did because on his last fight he did say he felt a little rusty. He was fighting Frank Martin, and then he got used to it. I don't think he could do that against championship caliber fighters. But then again, Tank can adapt to any fighter. I don't think you're gonna have any trouble against anybody. But just to be like careful, I feel like he is gonna fight probably at the end of the year. But then again, I can agree with you too because he was pretty touched up in the fight, so he do need to heal. So it probably will happen next year too.
Yeah, so yeah, 'cause you know what I was thinking. Any fight, if I'm him, I'd want to fight every 3 to 5 months right now. Here's why, because he's knocking everybody out. This is long. After you win a fight, you take off 30 days. I would say give yourself 30 days, right?
Yeah,
Then after that, you start training again for your next fight, which will be 90 days out, right?
yeah,
So like every 3 to 5 months, he's back up in there. He's still fresh. His time is still good because you're right about that. You don't want to sit around and get that timing off. You want because that's what makes great great. They have the timing, right? They don't sit
exactly.
around for a whole year and don't fight because then you lose something. You lose the edge. Just like if you don't keep your knives sharp, they get dull. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me see this dude. Tank never fought a top guy. Went to okay. Look here, Ghost. Why don't you just jump on the panel, man? You see the link in the chat. I even got it posted right there. Just jump on the panel, man, instead of running your mouth like you always
What
do.
do you
Just
say?
jump on the panel. He said Tank Davis never fought a top guy 135. I
All right,
can't
let me answer
disagree with
this.
that.
Let me say this. What top guy had what top guy wait, you talking about eight plus fighters, right? Or eight fighters, right?
Whatever
Tell me
who was
tell me who
whoever was the
tell me who
contemporary.
Shakur fought that was an A fighter. Tell me who Loma fought that was an A fighter. Because Tiafimo not an A fighter. Well he is no he not. I feel like Tiafimo a B
Why not?
probably a B plus fighter. He get touched up by people that's not in his caliber. Like Tio got all the athleticism. He has like Tio was like the perfect boxer, but his IQ is so low in the ring. If he had a great IQ, he got beat by Cambosis, and they have an excuse about that. They say he was sick in the ring and all that. But look at his last fight. He was getting. I mean, not his last fight. The fight that he had. I forgot the guy
That
name. He had a
was
fight
this
I
his
think two
last
years
fight?
ago. Yeah, when he
No,
got
I
knocked
think it
down.
was his last. That was no. That was Cambosa's the only guy that knocked him down. It's Cambosa.
No, he got knocked down in another fight too.
I didn't see that one.
It was I
Was
think
it a real tall guy?
it was the guy that Haney supposed to fight next.
Was it a real tall guy? Was it a tall Asian guy?
Nah, I think he I don't think he white. I think he mixed with something, but his like his skin complexion white. I think his name Martin or something.
Oh, I
His
don't
name
know. I
start
didn't
with
see
an
that
S.
fight.
Sandor or something.
I didn't see that.
You gotta look it up at it alive. His name's Sandor or something. He got knocked down by him. Like you see,
Mm.
like Tiafimo is a perfect boxer. I take nothing away from him. He's an excellent fighter, but it's just he makes certain mistakes in the ring that Tank wouldn't. So I need you to
Mm.
name. I need you to name me any A plus fighter Shakur for it. I need you to name me any A plus fighter Loma for it. I need you to name me any A plus fighter Tiafimo for it. And who else is a top guy? Devin Haney. Devin Haney for Loma. I get that to him. Loma is, in my opinion, an A plus fighter. Uh, and that's it though. Who else did Devin Haney for? Cambo's is not an A plus fighter. Cambo's is the worst champion. at 135.
Linares, he fought Linares. Basically, Haney has a better resume than Tank. He fought Linares, he fought Cambosis, he fought Lomachenko, and he fought Prograis.
Progress, Progress. Like Progress was undefeated, but come on, Progress.
No,
Nah,
Prograis had one loss. Prograis had one loss. And
Progress not the A
Tio
plus.
and Tio beat the guy that beat Prograis.
Progress. Progress, in my opinion, fall in the same caliber as Cambosis. They not A fighters, in my opinion, and I'm not taking
Well, he
nothing
was
away
a
from.
champion though. I believe he was champion, and he was undefeated before he ran into brother over here that To beat. So, but at the same time, we can't say that Tank beat anybody better.
I can't,
Who he beat?
but
Who?
I can't. I was just making a solid argument.
Okay, yeah, because you can't. I mean,
I
I
can
would.
say
I
I can say that Tank is the Tank always defeat undefeated boxers. Like his last 4 or 5 matches, he was undefeated fighters and he destroyed them.
hmm
So like he has
Because
that on his record.
if he did, then I would point it out that he beat such and such and such and such. But I don't. I didn't see him. I didn't see him do it. You know.
Yeah, but like I don't know, certain Tank resume is not bad. It's not bad compared to other boxers when you think about it. It's not.
hmm Well, there's good, better, and best, as your great grandmother used to tell me, right?
Yeah.
There's good, better, and best. And Tank doesn't have the best record. He don't have the worst record, but he has not been fighting his contemporaries at all. He has not been fighting them.
Let
You
me
know,
ask you this though. No, I
who
feel like
who's
this
who's
what
his
I feel like
contemporary
Tank.
that he fought?
Huh?
Who's his contemporary that he fought?
I'm not sure. But listen, let me tell you this. I feel like this what Tank doing. This is the end of his career, right? Well, not really the end, because he just signed a 6-7 fight deal or something like that. I feel as though he was
hmm
waiting. He was waiting to fight these top guys. I feel as though he didn't want to fight these top guys in the beginning of his career or the middle of his career. I feel as though he tried to wait because Tank is a money fight. Don't get me wrong, but I feel as though he's going to make way more money uh, at the end of his career. All his last fights is going to be all these fighters they talking about, Loma, Shakur, all of them. I feel as though that's what he was doing. Not making any excuse for Tank, but you see he's fighting. He's going to be fighting these guys next. He's going to be fighting Shakur or Loma next. Trust me. He's not going to be fighting anybody that nobody don't want him to fight. He's
mm
going at the all belts. He's going at the undisputed.
Yeah,
Actually, I promise you he is. Oh, he's going at the undisputed. Even though he don't want to because he don't like the belts, he has to because who else is it left to fight at 135?
Lomachenko and Shakur.
Yeah, and they got belts, so he gonna need them.
What's up, Boxing Lounge? I don't know who else is left to fight there, but besides those two, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens when and if they do fight. But I heard a little. I was watching another show which is outside of the boxing realm. What's up, Bruce? Right?
Yeah.
And let me close this here. They were talking about the beef that's going on with Floyd and Tank, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And one guy said, "Why don't Floyd just fight him?
Mm-mm.
Why don't they just fight each other and then settle it like that instead of all the back and forth?" I'm like, that would never happen because there's a reason why Floyd is fighting MMA guys. There's a reason why he's fighting midget kickboxers. There's a reason why he's fighting mobsters' grandsons who don't know how to box, and nobody
Yeah.
shows up for these fights because he ain't got it no more. Kind of like in the Five Heartbeats, when I used to make y'all watch it all the time with Eddie King when he said, "You Flash, you ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. That's why
For
he
real.
ain't got it."
Yeah, people gotta
Yeah,
stop. People gotta stop thinking like that. I mean, Floyd, well, 90% of the time, Floyd was going to probably most likely beat him when he was in his prime. But right now, Tank is obliterating him. Like people gotta just be smarter.
he's he honestly, if he holds him and hits him, and that's the only way he can win. He got to hold him and hit him and frustrate him. That's about it. But if Tank won't go up to 140, he's not going up to 147. So
Nah,
then
Tank not doing that.
then there's some more talk about this guy here, Inoue the Monster. People say, yo, Tank should fight him. And Tank said, well, if he moves up, it's kind of strange how people want him to fight Tank. And he's 9 pounds lighter than Tank. But when you mention David Haney and Tiafimo and all them guys who are 5 pounds heavier than Tank, that those same guys are like, why he got to move up? Why he got to move up? Why can't they come down to him? Why he got to move up in weight? Because they can't make the weight. That's
I
what.
can admit some Tank fans is biased. Like they can make one argument about Tank, but then the other argument don't make sense. I can admit that. I always see it. But I feel as though if Tank fight anyway, a great boxer too. They basically him and Tank basically got the same record. Honestly, they both got Tank 30-28 knockouts. Anyway, got 27 wins and 25 knockouts. All they without exception of 2 wins that went to the decision. All of them are straight knockouts. But then again, Tank is heavier. Tank want to beat him. Tank gonna have the edge. But I feel as though uh, I'm not gonna lie. I can't really make an argument about that. Anyway, nice. He nice. If they was in the same weight class, I would have just said draw. Honestly, I can't
Mm.
really make an argument about that fight. That's the only fight I can't make an argument about because both of them really top tier. But I feel as though Tank always finds a way at the end of the day. So I got to enter the Tank. If he moves up to 140, he's beating everybody at 140. Honestly, Matias,
Who?
he's spanking Matias.
Who we talking about?
Tank, Tank, Tank. His Tank
You
hardest
sure?
fight gonna be Tiafimo. I promise you, it's gonna be Tiafimo. Nobody else giving him a challenge. Shakur not giving him a challenge. Once Tank get a hold of Shakur jab and get inside, it's over. I promise you.
Yeah, hey, you're putting a lot on him, man. To me, I still want to see him going against his contemporaries. I see his talent, and I know what he's about because he used to train with Marvin.
Yeah,
He used to train with Marvin, right?
yeah.
So Marvin knows he's a good boxer. I don't know if you remember one of the brothers who used to come to the gym there. He got killed in Baltimore. He was Tank's best friend, Kelly. Kelly. He was Tank's best friend, so he used to come to the gym and they hang out with him, right?
Yeah, I never knew he
So
went to yeah.
huh? Yeah. He
I
came
never
to
knew
your
he
school
went
one
to that
time,
gym.
remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So, but I can't anoint anybody great when they haven't done anything great yet. I have a higher criteria than that. I can't just say, okay, well, he's great just because he's winning. It all depends on who you beat too. Because remember Deontay Wilder, they put him up on a pedestal. He would knock out Tyson. He would do this and do. He couldn't do shit. He couldn't do jack shit.
For real.
He just couldn't do it.
But listen, you can't like the Tank comparison, Wilder comparison can't be compared. Wilder is just a brawler. Tank actually a boxer. Like he just hit hard and got perfect
Tim,
accuracy.
Timothy Taylor says Tank versus Floyd would sell 5 million pay-per-view. The Saudis would pay 300 million to fight Tank for to Floyd fight Tank. I don't know who would pay to see that fight right now. Because like I
Honestly,
said, the boy, yeah,
honestly, that'd be up there. That fight would be up there with Tank versus. That fight would be
because
up
of the
there with
hype,
probably.
because of Floyd's name and reputation. But other than that, I don't see. But Tiffany, I mean not Tiffany. Uh, good Lord, Timothy. If you want to jump on, the link is in the chat. Boxing Lounge, you're always welcome. Ghost, doors always open. Bruce, you know that, but Ghost never jumps on. He's a he's a keyboard warrior. He doesn't come on and jump up, and he just
But
stays in
listen,
the shadow.
this is the solid argument I got. Right, Tank. I feel as though Tank. Nobody not messing with Tank. Tank already got hit by his hardest opponent, which was Pitbull. Nobody that you're gonna name right now hits harder than Pitbull Cruz. Not Loma, not Shakur, not Tiafimo, nobody.
How do we
So
know that?
because Pitbull is the
How do we
hardest
know that?
man.
Who is Pitbull beat besides the boy there? What's the boy name he beat?
Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly, who's nowhere near good or great. Rolly sucks
No, I'm not
through and
talking about
through.
Pitbull skills. I'm talking about just strictly power. His power, his power is leads above Shakur, Devin Haney, all of them, right? So if Tank could last 12 rounds with a broken hand, with Cruz, his hardest hitter, like this how you could beat Tank, and nobody doesn't have it. You have to have the boxing skills and power up there with Tank. Nobody that you're gonna put Tank up with gonna have the power and the boxing skills except for Tiafimo. That's why I said Tiafimo gonna be his hardest fight. You can't just strictly put Tank in there with a boxer like Shakur and think he not gonna win. You gotta have power with Tank. You
Well,
can't just have boxing
I
skills.
see. I see what you're saying. You got to box, but you got to get his respect. A lot of
Mhm.
these cats, like Martin, if Martin would have, if Martin would learned how to distance and timing, he would have been able to get his respect. That's why he was swelling up his face like that, right? But
Yeah,
he fought the whole fight going backwards. He fought very timidly, and he backed up in a straight line. It's not like he went left to right or anything. He backed up. It. That's you asking to get knocked out. You
exactly.
asking for it. This
And
guy here, Timothy Taylor says Tank shouldn't be considered a top pound for pound until he beat a champion at 135. I could agree with that.
yeah, I could agree with that too. But then again, uh, he passes the eye test. But I can agree with you, Timothy. He didn't beat a champion yet.
Yeah, and so does
Uh,
Deontay Wilder, and so does Boots Ennis. But who's he beat? Boots Ennis is nice when you see him on camera. He's nice. He's
yeah,
real nice, but he don't know how to
like
cut off the damn ring either.
he remind me of Roy Jones. I'm not saying he's like Roy Jones. I'm not saying he's
Mm,
better than Roy Jones. I'm just saying he reminds me of him.
nah, he reminds me more of some of what he does with James Tony because he's very relaxed in the ring, right?
Yeah,
And he could literally stand in front of you and you can hit. A lot of fighters don't have that. James used to do that when his eyes closed. He would just beat you, you know.
yeah,
I seen him lay on the ropes with a guy that actually moved up from 160 to become a heavyweight champion, right?
yeah,
And and James Tony schooled his behind. I mean, schooled him. Every time he get close, he fire off his combinations and jab, just like I was teaching you in the gym, right? Boom, 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 jab, right?
yeah,
That's the same way James is. So you got James to thank for that style.
yeah. James Tony slapped on James Tony. Nice. He real nice.
Yeah, he's super nice, man. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. The man is nice. I know he said he gonna put me in the grave because I told him that that he could ask for one of his suits, right?
Yeah,
And and I haven't done it yet, but I'm telling him I said as soon as I get my heart transplant, I'm coming to beat you up. Well, I'm coming to get beat up by you. How about that? Because
I
Floyd
want to
won.
get up with him. I'm not saying I could beat him or nothing, but I just need to get like a lesson. I need to get a
How
lesson.
much you weigh now?
I weigh 160.
6'2", 160.
Yeah,
Wow. What's your normal weight?
that's bad.
No, no. What's your normal weight?
That's my normal weight, 160.
Hmm. Oh, so if anything, you've come down to 154 and fight there, because the dudes that fight at 160 walk around at 190.
Oh, yeah, like who fights at 160? I don't even know who fights at 160 right now. You're a professional. I know Canelo fight at 168. I think.
Yeah, but he usually gets big after that.
Yeah, but Loma though, if Tank do fight Loma next, like I feel as though Tank's still not gonna get nobody respect after he beat Loma. He not. They gonna say he too
Hmm.
old.
Yeah,
So then
boxing
again,
lounge.
they
Has a
gonna have to
question for
say
you.
the only person Tank can fight to get the boxing fans respect is Shakur. So he got to hurry up with that.
Well, he has to fight Lomachenko just to establish that hey, I am real, right?
Yeah,
And it's not just beating him; it's how he beats him, right? If he has a
yeah.
hard time with Lomachenko, you're gonna hear it. But there's a question in there for you by Boxing Lounge. You see it?
No, what do you say?
Are you built like Tommy Hearns? Broad back, long arms, one punch knockout power.
I'm not too sure about my power. I'm pretty sure I got good power, but yeah, my arms real long. I like doing the hitman style, but that's not something I could do when I go in the boxing ring because the coach gonna yell at me. I gotta have my hands up.
Yeah. Well, he didn't start doing that until he was comfortable with it.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't advise too many people to practice leaving your jab hand down or swinging it because it's just a distract. He was quick. See, Sugar Ray was known for his speed because he could fire up combinations like crazy, right?
yeah,
But even Sugar Ray says Tommy Hearns is quick. There's a difference. Speed is something that you maintain. Quick is something you just do in the moment. Boom, boom. You see? That's quick.
yeah.
But speed is more like boom, 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 right?
Yeah, that's how I feel like the speed. That's how Sugar Ray Leonard got most of his knockouts. When I watched his highlights, he fought
Mm-hmm.
this white guy. Like he hit him with this hook. This hook was so fast. Like it was an old video, but like it was just so fast. I'm like, sheesh.
Yeah,
It was so quick.
I think that was Danny Boy Green. That was Mickey Ward's brother.
Yeah, I'm
What's up,
like,
Marvin?
sheesh.
Hey, Marvin here. Let me go drop the link and stuff so he could jump on again. But yeah, Marvin here. So
Oh, Coach
uh
Marvin.
yeah, he's here.
What's up, Coach Marvin?
He can he could actually wow. Okay. It went into private chat on me. Hold
Where you go at? I think I'm the only one on here. Can a live hear me? Can y'all hear me? Wait, what's in it, man?
I'm back. Somehow I kicked myself out, but I'm back.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm back. I'm just trying to get this link in here and then Marvin could jump on. Oh, great. Okay. Hold on. Well, keep talking, Zion. I'm trying to get this link. Get
all
this
right.
link in.
I'm just gonna talk about old boxes. I got a little thing I gotta say. I feel as though Roy Jones in his prime, nobody could beat him. But I do want to see a dream matchup. I always wanted to see this dream matchup. I wanted to see Roy Jones versus Evander Holyfield. That always been my dream matchup.
You almost had it. He offered Evander a fight one time after he won the champion. When Evander was champion, he had all the belts, and Evander was like, "If I beat you, I don't gain anything, but if I lose, then it looks bad on me." So that's why Evander never took the fight.
Yeah. I still don't know who would win out of that fight. I can't make a solid argument. I've been thinking about it for a long period of time because Evander got a lot of durability, but I don't think his
Mhm.
durability can last. But no, it can. Wait, I don't know. I don't think Evander durability can last with Roy Jones' power. But then again, Evander won against George Foreman, but it was an older George Foreman, so I still can't. I don't know.
His his power wouldn't doesn't mean anything in heavyweight. His strength and power, because he didn't do nothing in heavyweight. He just beat one guy, and he actually could have TKO'd that guy, but he played it safe. He wouldn't have stopped Holyfield. Trust me on that. If they would have fought in their prime, he wouldn't have stopped Holyfield.
But
Eventually, if
what is boxing?
Holyfield would have caught him, eventually Holyfield now, let's say if they fought at cruiserweight instead of heavyweight, right?
Yeah.
That'll probably be the fairer fight. It'll be good for as long as it lasted, but I really believe Holyfield takes him out because Holyfield
Mhm.
has that endurance, and you literally have to kill Holyfield, screw him into the earth, do a séance, put holy water on him. Is going to be tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
He was like
can't
a
just
tough
put him down.
fighter, real
Hey,
tough.
hey Marvin, if you're still here, man, the link is right there, so you could jump on.
But
But yeah, so
Roy
mhm.
Jones, my favorite fighter. Like nobody, I don't think nobody in the future that comes in the future like going to take his spot as my favorite fighter. Roy Jones, my favorite fighter out of all fighters that ever entered the ring. Like his
He
athleticism, his speed, his
he
power,
was having
everything.
a rough time with James Tony until James Tony just he slipped up, and then Roy caught him. Right? What's up, Marvin?
Hey, what up, Troy?
Hey, that's my
How y'all
son
doing, man?
Zion.
Good, how
Yeah,
you
that's
doing?
my son Zion. That's the youngest one. You can show Marvin your face. He hasn't seen you in a minute. That's
Yeah,
that's the youngest one, the one who's 19.
you see me?
I can't see no face, man.
Because it's too
Hold
dark.
on.
He in the room all dark. He just looked like a lighter version of me.
Uh,
Yes,
what's
sir.
up?
Yeah,
What's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
yeah.
Right.
That's the one who said he wants to box all the time, but he ain't come see you yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hitting lots.
well, I'm still there. I ain't gone nowhere.
Well,
Alright.
what's up, man? What's up, man? What do you think about this Tank? Well, honestly, let's deal with the Ryan saying that he's retired, then we'll jump on the Tank versus Lomo conversation.
Well, he said he gonna stop for a couple years, so he ain't. He'll probably change up like Devin Haney said he was stopping.
Yeah,
Then he took another fight.
yeah,
Guys
and
ain't going
it,
nowhere. The money is too good for them to leave it alone.
no, but the purse bid for his next fight is only 2 million. That's Haney. He gets 60% of that, which
Yeah, well,
which is
I'm saying something is better than nothing.
hallelujah. That's what I say. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
you
say.
know,
I got a question though. Like, who you think?
Go
Who you
ahead.
think could beat Tank at 135? Or you think you gonna like flush through all of them?
uh, nobody. That's
That's
why
what.
everybody calls him for other weight classes. Tank should stay just the way he is. He's the king way he is. They got to come to him. He don't need to put on no more weight. He don't need to lose no more weight. He all right where he's at.
Exactly.
It ain't
Yeah.
his fault that it ain't a lot of good boxers or fighters in his weight class. It ain't his fault.
All
Right.
right, I got a quote here from Futuristic. I think is his name. It says Garcia could have beat Ali in his prime. This dude is obviously just messing around. He's trolling, as they say, right? He's trolling, as they say. So I'm
Who
just
we
gonna
talking
humor
about?
him.
Rocky? Who we talking about? Rocky Garcia?
He's talking about Ryan Garcia versus Ali. He says Ryan is the goat, Curry goat. And then I got another one from Boxing Lounge who says that has anyone considered that Lomo could get the nod if the last if the fight goes the distance?
It
You
ain't
could
gonna
jump
go
up
the distance.
Boxing Lounge.
It's not gonna go the distance.
What you think, Zion?
I don't think it's gonna go the distance either. I honestly think Tank gonna take him out round 10 from a body shot in the liver.
Yeah, body shot
Okay.
or right hook.
Mm-hmm.
What
He
about
gonna.
his boxing and his movement? How's that going to affect Tank?
But you gotta understand, Tank know how to box too, man.
That's what I be trying
Yeah,
to
but
tell.
can no,
Look, 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 look,
I
look,
already know that, but
Troy.
can he box on that level?
I've been what I'm saying, he was a national champ, man.
So
And
was this
Frank.
I'm
guy.
saying everybody always thinking about Tank's power. Tank was an excellent boxer. I watched him from a pup on up, man. He can box, but if you can knock somebody out, why take the time to box? You can get him up out of there. But Tank
Well,
can box. He can box and punch. He can do whatever he need to do. That's what
well, the
people
truth,
that don't know the history. I know the history. I was there. I saw it all.
well, the truth is that the two guys that he was in there with that were really good boxers to me was Hector Garcia and this guy here, Frank Martin, and he took Hector Garcia out in 10 rounds, and
Yeah, and the
he
guy he
put him
won
in
the
the ninth
title
eight.
from. The dude that he
Who?
won the title from was a good boxer.
What's his name? You
Uh,
guys. Mhm.
I forgot, man. But when he won his first title up in Madison, no, not in Madison Square Garden, up in Brooklyn.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
He,
that's the Barclays. That's at the
yeah,
Barclays, right?
he was a good boxer.
I don't
Tank
remember
took him
who
out.
that was, but yeah, but Boxer Lounge asked, are you planning on putting any bets on Tank if the fight's certain with him and Lomachenko?
Yeah, yeah, I bet the house.
Bet who's out? Whose house you go?
His house. The one
That's
that won a
right.
bet. I bet his house.
You gonna bet his ass on a figure
Yeah.
that. What about you, Zion? What about you?
What was the question? My fault.
Uh, you okay, yeah, Boxing Lounge wants to know if the fight between Tank and Lomo is certain. Are y'all placing any bets?
Yeah, I would. I'm not.
Hmm.
I always bet on Tank. I'm not gonna ever use my money on Tank.
Yet, how's his chin though, Marvin? Because we haven't seen his chin tested. We've seen him get touched up because his
I've
face. We
seen
saw
this
a
thing
real
get
face
tested plenty of times, man.
against who? I mean, who we seen
He
this?
been touched. He been touched by a lot of them. That's what makes him. That's what makes him knock you out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Listen.
Because when you hit him, he said, "Oh, okay, all right."
Tank,
Mm-hmm.
Tank hardest like the fight with between Tank and Pitbull Cruz. That was Tank. Pitbull Cruz had the hardest punch compared to any Tank opponents, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
it,
And
and
and, and and then Tank showed his boxing skills, and
mm,
they didn't even recognize that. They didn't give him. They didn't give him any credit for that. Because
I
if
exactly.
he
saw it
would have
clearly. I
boxed him,
saw
the
it
guy would
clearly.
have got him.
I saw it clearly because he had to switch up in that fight because I think he said his hand was hurt, so he had to switch up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Now, okay, let's jump to 140. If he moves up, who up there you think
He'd be a
could handle
fool.
him?
I'm saying
Huh?
the position that he's in, he'll be the fool to go to someone else. They got to come to him. He's the
What
face
if?
of boxing, man.
No, he's the face of urban boxing. There's no one face of boxing.
And
He's the
who's that?
urban. Nah, it's no one face because look, you got Hank is the urban face of boxing. You got Alvarez who's the Latino face of boxing. You got Joshua, who's who, who's the international face of boxing over there. And it was because of him that the Saudis are even in boxing because of
Yeah,
Joshua.
well, everybody in their justified country is the best or the face of boxing.
Not everybody, but Joshua
It's on.
earned that title.
It's on.
I'm
It's on.
saying the ones that we mentioned, Mexico and in England and the United States.
Okay, okay, yeah. All right, Zion, go ahead, jump in. You want to say something?
In my opinion, it's just Tank and Canelo. Nobody's up there with them to be the face of boxing. It's just Tank and Canelo, in my opinion. I can't like see nobody else that's a face of boxing that sells fights like them or like has a big attraction like them. Because Tank,
Yeah,
like everybody say, Tank fights. It's not just fights; it's events. Same with Canelo.
yeah.
Everybody
Joshua sells
regular.
more than both of them.
Say it again.
Joshua sells more than both of them.
Who Anthony Joshua? Oh yeah, he up there too. I
Yeah,
forgot about my
yeah.
fault. Yeah, he
Yeah,
good.
yeah, he sells out arenas and stuff, man. Yeah,
Yeah, then you talk about Fury. Fury really don't sell. The only reason why that fight with Fury might have sold 1.5 million is because it was for undisputed. Fury by himself couldn't sell Shinola to flies. He can't sell,
well, you
which was
can't say
proven
that
already.
about him. He got a lot of fans, man.
No, it's true. I mean, all his big fights was with Wilder. Other than that, he didn't sell nothing. He just like
But
with
I'm
Wilder.
saying,
All his big fights
the
were with
opponent.
Fury.
But I'm saying opponents make the fights, man.
That's not
Right?
true for everybody. Don't that,
It's
that don't
not
that
true
don't true
for
for everybody.
everybody.
Because
But I'm
look at
saying
Tyson.
the one that's on that legitimate level, whoever they fight, they're going to draw and make some money, man.
Yeah, but look at Tyson. He fought a pizza guy named Peter McNeely. He sold out. Look at Sugar Ray. He fought Donnie Lalonde. Nobody knew who the hell Donnie Lalonde was. He got $30 million, and they showed up for the fight, right? So even though it was a
That's what I'm saying. It
monumental
all
time.
depends on who the opponents are, or who the fighter is.
Yeah, like with Sugar Ray and Tyson, they don't need nobody in front of them. They just sell. These
Yeah,
fighters nowadays, they actually need dance partners. They can't sell.
yeah.
They can't sell. So yeah, like, and the same thing with the face of boxing. As long as nobody is no one fighter that captivates or captures the audience like that for them to be the actual face of boxing. Live gate, sells out. Pay per view, his numbers don't do nothing.
But then
But
listen,
live gate, he
though,
sells out.
right? You gotta remember though, right? Back then, they didn't have like Stream East or anything like that. Like places you could like freely stream fights on. I feel as though if they ain't have that in the future or at this present time, Tank would be that guy to really sell out fights. Well,
Yeah,
he do sell fights, but if they ain't have that little bootleg stream stuff, Tank could be up there.
yeah.
He not going to like opponents to sell his fights.
Well, like I said, man, I want to see him against his contemporaries. And Marvin, how long you think he could stay at 135?
He can stay as long as he's short, like he is. He ain't growing.
Mm,
He ain't getting no
well,
taller.
but
You
look,
know,
Marvin,
so I'm saying
you know,
that's more comfortable to his size, his height and weight. You know, like
no, but
5'5".
mhm.
I'm saying what the hell? He have to work too hard if he move up. He would have to work too hard to get to work in with these guys that's so much bigger than him.
Yeah, but you know that Pryor, Pernell Whitaker, and and Buddy McGirt were the same height as him.
No, he wasn't either. No, he's
Yes, he
taller
was.
than him.
Buddy McGirt now. Buddy McGirt's
Buddy
only five
McGurk
foot
is
three.
not 5'5", man.
He's 5'6", 5'7". There, he's not tall.
Five
He's not
seven,
tall at all.
5'7", 5'7.5".
Look,
I'm saying
Pernell,
5'5" is small, man.
Pernell Whitaker 5'6",
Brown Wood was 5'7".
1 inch. I mean, but what I'm saying, these dudes were
But
small
it's
dudes.
what
They
you
were
can do
big
with the
dudes.
1 inch. If you got long arms and you that tall, it makes a difference. You know.
Neither one of them had
So
long
I'm
arms.
saying there was different things that was going on that would make an advantage or a disadvantage.
They just had bigger frames. They had bigger frames to carry the weight better. Because Pernell moved up to 154 and won that title and came right back down. Remember? And I think Buddy
Yeah,
finished at 154.
yeah.
And if you take Duran, he finished at 160, right? Or did he finish at 168, all the way down from 140?
I think he finished at 160.
I got a question. I never watched
Go ahead.
a Winnaker fight before, but in his I heard about his defense. He got good defense. Like in his prime, like who you think a good matchup would be Floyd against him. And they prime
He
who you
would
think
be
is
on. Purnell would be unbeatable, man.
for real.
In this era
Hmm.
right now, them guys wouldn't be able to do nothing with him, man.
Absolutely not.
You could
Absolutely
throw a
not.
bag of marbles at him, and he would slip and duck each one of them.
Yeah, I
I,
heard about it. Nice. Yeah, I
I
heard
tell you
about it.
what his trainer said, Zion. Georgie
Yeah,
Benton. Georgie Benton said that he don't even get wet in the rain.
Yeah,
That's what
he'd
he said
duck
about
every drop.
Duran.
But
that's
I
it.
had the opportunity and pleasure to be his sparring partner for like 3 weeks,
He
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
and
you
it was
nice.
some good work, man.
yeah. But now when he was fighting at 135, he was more aggressive and he stood right in front of you. Just ask
Yeah,
Roger Mayweather. Just ask Roger Mayweather because they had a battle up there.
yeah.
They had a battle, and
Oh, he
Pernell
was.
dropped him and beat him. Then he pulled his shorts down.
They
Hmm. I remember when Purnell first came on the scene, man. It was
Hmm.
this white guy from the DC area that was
Hmm.
real hot, and man, the Purnell boxed crap out of him, man.
I gotta watch his highlights. I got to.
Man, I'm saying you'll be amazed. I'm saying he'd be right in front of you, and you can throw everything you can at him. He'd duck everyone, and he would go down to the damn floor and come back up. Yeah, flipping and ducking and stuff, man.
His nickname should be the Matrix or something. Gotta be. He could dodge
Well,
every.
it should have been, but the Matrix wasn't out when he was fighting.
Nah, it wasn't out there. But all that stuff they brag about with Lomachenko ain't nothing. You got to go watch his highlights after this live. We'll see what we're talking about because there was a dude
One
that
time, this guy was throwing all them punches at him, and he tiptoeing away, man. You
yeah
know,
he just tipped him away. He stood in front of a dude. He fought a guy with 104 fights. He sat on the belt buckle like like
yeah,
a ring belt.
and
He sat on the second belt buckle of the ring, and
yeah,
he was just like,
and
won't
slipped
the
all them
dude
punches,
couldn't
man.
touch him. The
Yeah,
dude could not touch him at
Yeah,
all.
watch that. Gotta
Okay,
learn.
now there's a dude in the chat that's Jay Will that said Pacquiao was 5'5", but went from 108 to 154. He only fought at 154 once, and he maxed out at 147.
right.
Yeah, so he's just as small as Tank. I think
So
Tank
I'm saying
Tank
what helped him out was he was very busy. That's what
yes,
helped him out.
and he had big
He
ass
had,
thighs and legs.
yeah,
Them legs to
and
carry the weight.
he had a big head that made him look taller than what he was.
And he could punch too. He could punch too. He could kill you.
Yeah, Yeah.
That's a
And
fight that I wouldn't
them
mind seeing.
steroids helped him out a little bit too.
No, we can't say that because he never failed the test. Man, did he?
Well,
If he would have
ain't
failed the
no
test, I
way,
would have said yeah.
ain't no way that you can go from 106, 112 pounds all the way up to junior middleweight without help.
You know,
Don't make
no,
any
he
sense.
no. He didn't weigh 154 when he went up there. He weighed about 150, but you could see that he wasn't comfortable, and he put him and he beat Margarito, but he was hurt a couple of times by Margarito too.
Yeah,
His and he never really knocked anybody out at 150, 147. He never did.
right.
He didn't stop nobody at 147 because he couldn't. He could hurt you, but you couldn't stop you. But who was the fighter Marvin that fought in back in the day in all the weight classes, all eight? He went from like straw all the way to heavyweight. I can't. Was it Sam Langford?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah, he fought at
Yeah,
all the
but
weight
but my
classes. I
man,
mean,
look, my man was Henry Armstrong, man. He held 3 titles at one time
he started at 126 and went to 135 and then 140, right?
in 147,
Yeah, I got
And he tried to
135.
go to middleweight. He tried to go to
Yeah,
middleweight, but he couldn't
yeah,
do it.
yeah, and he got knocked off. But he held three
Yeah.
titles at one time.
dang.
Yeah, yeah,
Old school.
yeah. Yeah, Don, you gotta check him out too. His name is Henry Armstrong, right?
Yeah,
I think I heard his
Henry the
name.
Hammer. He would shadow box and warm up for about an hour before the fight.
Exactly,
Dang.
exactly. And you know what his nickname was?
What?
Homicide.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
homicide
Hom-
Harry.
yep, homicide.
he
He
definitely
was
got.
like Pryor. Pryor was like that. Pryor was nonstop, 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 nonstop,
Mhm.
nonstop. You
But
know.
what I'm saying, this guy would burn a lot of energy up an hour before the
Hmm.
fight to get warmed up.
He is still
Right,
like
right.
pull it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because he was born. He was born with a large heart, which actually came into play as he got older. But he was born with a large heart.
But that was a benefit.
I
At
guess at
that
one point
time,
it was. At one point it was. But as you get older, and you know this from me, you get weaker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So he was another one people don't talk about. Can you imagine holding three belts in three different weight classes at the same time,
that's
from
what I'm.
120 to
Yeah,
126 to 147?
that's a
That's a
bigger.
20-pound difference, right?
Yeah,
And you could ask Marvin. The guys who fight at 147 usually swell up to 180 or like 170 plus at times, right?
yeah.
yeah. Hey, have you ever
Yeah.
heard them talk about a guy named Joe Gans?
Joe Gans. No, no, I
Probably
ain't.
Yeah,
heard me mention him, but yeah.
yeah. Hey, man, Joe Gans. Look, he held the record for having the longest championship fight. Try to guess how many rounds it was.
The longest, right? 15,
Hmm.
42.
42 rounds.
42 rounds, man.
In the heat, in the heat.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the desert sun in Goldfield, Nevada.
And he was an old school boxer.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was the
yeah, yeah.
first. He was the first African American lightweight champ.
Yeah,
No,
them old
no, no. He was the
different.
first. He was the first African American to win a title in any sport.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. At that time, yeah, yeah,
yeah. Now, now you gotta be careful with that because there was another black man who won in cycling, but he was from Canada. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so he's not considered African American because he's from Canada, right?
Right.
But Joe Gans also was the mentor for somebody that I made y'all watch his documentary. His name is Jack Johnson. Remember
Yeah,
him?
Oh yeah, I know Jack Johnson. Yeah,
He was the
yeah,
first black heavyweight champion, and Joe Gans was his mentor.
yeah. But
dang.
but but Joe Gans was the first African American world boxing champ.
The first champion in any sport, right?
Yeah, I gotta do my research when I get out this live. It's a lot of people I gotta learn about.
Now I'm saying Joe Gans, right? He was a very smart guy, smart businessman. He was the
Hmm.
first black Baltimorean to buy a car.
For
Where
real.
was his hotel at in Baltimore, Marvin?
Yeah,
Where was it?
right on Fayette and Colvin Street. It was
Okay.
right. This is right where the main post office is right now on that site. He had a hotel
Oh,
called the Goldfield
okay.
Hotel.
Mitchell Post Office right there, right?
Yeah, and
That's a.
what you can do, you can go down Colvin Street and you
Mm-hmm.
can see a plaque with a picture of the hotel and a picture of him on it.
What did they tear it down and then build something else, or is this just something else? Period.
No, they built the post office on top of it. They tore it
Oh,
down.
okay,
They tore it down
okay,
in
okay.
1960, and they built the
Yeah,
post office on that site.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you see the irony of that, they tore down one black man's business and put up another building, and put a black man's name on.
Yeah,
Somebody
Yeah,
said somebody said Roy Jones went from 154 to heavyweight.
he did
yeah, he
because he
did,
started at 154. He
and he
started at
won it,
150.
and he
Yeah,
won it.
he won it. He won it. He won it. He
Yeah,
won
the
it
box.
all. He because Marvin, I was telling my son that he could have TKO'd Ruiz in that fight, but he didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he had him hurt a couple of times, but then he would hurt him and then he would back off.
But
Wait, wait,
see,
wait.
as Roy Jones got older, right,
Hmm.
he lost his reflexes.
Yeah, I heard that
So
too.
that's what
Okay,
got him. That's what kept him going. He was just so fast, and his reflex was so fast. That
he was
it was hard
unnaturally
to catch
fast.
him. But as he
Yeah,
as he got a little older and got a little slower, start catching up with him. And he just wound up being an ordinary fighter.
and that's when
Almost
you
shed a tear.
realize that he. That's when he realized he didn't have the fundamentals. When as he got
That's
older.
when he realized he didn't have a chin.
I almost
Yeah.
shed a tear when he got
Because
knocked.
every loss he had, he got knocked out.
Yeah, Tava.
No, no, but Zion, ask him what you asked me about Holyfield and Roy.
Oh yeah, I said that was a dream fight I wanted to watch. At cruiserweight, who would have won?
Holyfield
Roy
and Roy.
Jones.
Oh
Yeah,
man, Holyfield would have got him, man.
That's what I
yeah,
told you. That's what I told her.
yeah,
Because with
Holyfield was a
Holyfield,
monster too, though, man. In his time, man,
yeah,
Holyfield was a beast, man. But
yeah.
no
He got
anybody
yeah.
beat
more.
him.
Nah, the first one
Mike,
they
Yeah,
do was Riddick Bowe.
yeah,
yeah, Mike Tyson versus him. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting Holyfield to do that.
yeah.
Neither was Don
But
King.
see, but see, what happened? What happened with Mike, man? Mike was he wasn't right, man. Because he slept on Holyfield. He was out there having fun, man. You know,
Yeah, I heard at his regular coach died and at he came out of prison and stuff. Like
yeah.
everything wasn't right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel as though if he would have had the same coach, he would have been way better than what he was. Had way more better
Because the
accomplishments.
coach would have had him being more disciplined, man.
There it is. There it is right
Because
there.
like when you can knock people out and you catch them anytime you want, you kind of lax off your training. Then when you go in the fight thinking, oh man, I'll catch him. But a lot of times, man, it's hard to catch him.
Which he
Yeah,
found out that which he found out
yeah,
that night he fought Buster Douglas.
Yeah, yeah, he was there with them geeky girls, man, having fun. He got in there,
yeah.
man. Boy, to him, I was mad as I don't know what, man. I,
I
I
actually
was a
picked him to
big
lose
Mike
in that
Tyson
fight.
fan. I still am.
I,
You know,
I should have kept that TV guide, Marvin. Remember back in the day they had the TV guide, right?
yeah, yeah.
Tyson was on the cover of it before the Buster fight, and I told my parents, "You're gonna lose this fight." And they all told me I was crazy. I told them he was
But you
gonna
knew
lose.
who was a man, who was a beast. That damn Roberto Duran, man.
You
Yeah,
Roberto
think
Duran was a beast, man.
Roy
I'm
And he
Jones
only
was
could have?
used.
nasty because I think that Mike Tyson patterned his attitude like Roberto Duran because Duran was a mean dude, man.
He
He
actually
did
said
not
that
play with.
there's somebody he look up to, and they real close friends.
Yeah,
They real close
yeah,
friends. Yeah.
yeah.
No, no.
Roberto
Go ahead,
was a
Zion.
beast,
You're
man.
about to say something though. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was ready to say you think Roy Jones could have hang with the middleweight guys like Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Robert Duran.
It'd have been hard because Roy don't have he never had a chin, but he was just so fast
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and so agile. It was hard for you to catch him. But his
yeah,
chin wasn't nothing. But his agility and his speed, you know, that what kept him from getting it. As soon as he started slowing down, man, and his reflexes, he was losing his reflexes and stuff. He was open target.
uh,
What do you think he would have done with Tommy Hearns at 175?
I think he'd have got knocked out.
Okay. Yeah, because Tommy Hearns beat Virgil Hill at
Yeah,
175. He was fast,
yeah. And
but he
Tommy
couldn't punch
Hearns
it
was
though.
very accurate. He was very accurate with his punches, man. He didn't waste a
Yeah, and
lot of
he
punches, man.
and he and he knew how to cover up that right hand.
Yeah,
He knew how to cover it up.
he had a
Just
mean
like
right
Sugar
hand,
Ray.
man. Yeah,
What about Hagler and Roy at one? No, what about Hagler and James Toney at 160?
that'd been a hard fight. It'd have been going
Hell
back
yeah,
and forth. It'd have
that would
been
have been
going back and forth,
fantastic.
man.
That would have been a damn fantastic fight.
Yeah.
Damn fantastic fight, man. I tell you. But
Hagler
I tell
nice
you
too.
what. Let's say that Tank fights Lomo next. He gets the fight, right, Marvin? And he
Hmm.
doesn't stop. He doesn't stop him. He just looks. He gets him on points. What does that do for his stock, and where does he go after that?
Well, whoever stopped Lomo.
Nobody. But Tank. But Tank's
All right.
supposed to be the stop.
So
He's supposed
so
to be the stopper,
so
though.
you know, it don't take nothing away from Tank because nobody ever stopped Lomo.
Okay.
It just shows
Now,
how good that Lomo was and still is.
right.
It
We
ain't
know
gonna
that
hurt him.
Lomo. We know Lomachenko. We know Tank is a slow starter. Can he give them rounds away with Lomachenko?
I think that eventually Tank will catch up with him and stop him, man.
Yeah,
That's what
because
I'm
Tank
saying.
is actually bigger than him. I mean, he's shorter than him, but he's bigger than him.
Yeah.
His frame is not that big. What about Shakur?
I think Tank would stop him in the later rounds.
If he doesn't jump out the ring every time he throws a punch at
Or he don't knock him out the ring when he catch him.
him?
I
Okay.
don't think it's
I
gonna be
still
like as close as fans say. I really think Tank gonna show everybody that it's not gonna be a 50-50 fight. I don't know why people say it's a 50-50 fight. Tank gonna get him.
mm,
Well, for one thing, Tank and the boy they got history. He got
who
Tank ready for his first championship fight. He's come
who
down
was
to
that?
Baltimore down in Upton and spar with him.
Who was that?
Shakur.
Shakur.
Okay, I
He
didn't
got
know that.
him ready for that first championship fight that he fought.
How did that sparring go?
The sparring went good. It went good. It went good.
Mm,
So I'm saying, it was sort of like an evenly situation when it was doing it,
mm-hmm.
But that's why, the boy want to fight him because he feel that from the spawn said the spawn is a whole lot different than actually being in there with them damn 8-ounce gloves, man, getting banged
Yes.
Mhm.
upside the head. It makes a big difference.
8-ounce gloves are bag gloves. Those you must, yeah, those are
Yeah,
damn bag gloves. Yeah,
yeah.
you're not getting in with the 10-ounce gloves. Those are ones that shift your
And
brain
I
if you
don't
get hit
think
by
that
that.
the boy has enough power to keep Tank off of him.
I don't think you got enough heart either.
No, he got
That's
hot.
why
He got hot. He got hot.
Mm, okay. And let's shift to the heavyweights real quick. What's going on with this boy here? Right, the only American heavyweight, Jared Anderson. What the heck he doing?
Yeah,
And
he ain't gonna do nothing, man. He ain't gonna do
is that
nothing.
based
I'm
on
not
his
even
skill
impressed with him.
or his overall personality or both?
But we had a guy, right, that was getting ready to turn pro. He just won the National Golden Glove Championship, and he got
Hmm.
killed in Odenton.
oh yeah, I
Oh,
seen
what
that.
was his name? What was his name, Marvin?
Oh, he had an
Um,
African name.
Okay. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. I'm
How old is
saying,
he?
he was pretty good. He was about maybe 6'1", and
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying he just come
Heavyweight.
from nowhere, man. His amateur background wasn't like that. He went to the national gold. He won the state and regional Golden Gloves and went to the nationals and won the nationals, man. And he was
Mm.
just getting ready to turn pro. He was outside, all right, getting in his car or something. And I think he was a targeted person, man. They killed.
He was young, right? He was a young dude.
I think he was 27. Yeah, he was 27. Had a kid too, man.
Dang.
Uh, just like the boy who just recently died. He turned pro. It was he was his debut, and he died in the ring.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember his name. Bones Adams posted it on his
yeah.
page, and it came up on mine. Yeah, debuted first fight, got hit in the back of the head or whatever, died.
Hey Troy,
That's the
I
number.
got I got an appointment though. I got to cut off from here
Okay.
right now, man.
All right, brother. All right, brother. Be safe,
All right,
man. Thanks for jumping
hey,
on. Yeah.
all right.
All
Thanks
right.
for inviting me to the show, man.
No problem, brother. You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
All right.
All right. So, all right. So we went all around with Marvin about a bunch of stuff, man. Good conversation, man. So look, we've been on for an hour and change, right?
Yeah.
So we get it. I'm gonna stay on for 4 more minutes, just make it an even number, then I'm gonna jump off here. But do you see yourself ever really starting boxing, or you want to get? You never thought of getting into basketball or anything like that?
I
I
thought
mean,
about
because you're
basketball and
6'2".
football. I thought about basketball, football, and track, but nothing is like boxing. Boxing really my dream. I'm going to get into boxing for sure. You just like I just got a lot of my plate right now. Once I get everything situated, and get life calmed down a little bit, I could actually start taking boxing serious. I'm just waiting for the right time.
Okay.
I
Well,
really want to do it though. Serious,
I
I'm
help you
serious.
as much. I help you as much as I can from via video and all that, right? But
Yeah,
you definitely got to go to Marvin. He'll get the best out of you, right?
for sure. I just listen. I just want like I don't care if you put me in there with the best of the best. I don't care if I get hurt. I
You ain't
don't
gonna
care
do
if I'm
that at first.
exhausted. Like I just want him to like rebuild me. I honestly want to box seriously.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that at first, so you ain't gotta worry about
I'm
that.
saying,
You ain't gotta worry about that.
but yeah, like
There's girls
man,
at his gym. There's girls at his gym that could beat you right now.
that'd be embarrassing, but it like it'll help
No,
me out.
you know he got some. You know he got some good girl talent there too, boy. I don't know if they still there because I know one of them. She went off to college, and the other one, Zoria, she been boxing since she was about 5 or 6. She was she was a monster, man. And she stopped
Yeah, I
boxing. You
heard of
know,
a when I used to go there, it was a girl. I remember her face.
that
I
was
think
Daria. That was Daria.
that's what you
Yeah,
talking about. Yeah, and then
and
it
she
was
had a
two
brother
twins
who was
there.
there. She had a
Yeah, they
brother who went there, dark skinned cat, and they just used to control the ring, man. But they won't stop boxing. Such is
yeah,
life, you know. So we
yeah.
got about a minute and a half left before I cut it off, man. So if you were if you were talking to someone in your age group and they were thinking about boxing, what would you tell them where would you tell them to start? Or what would you tell them to focus on?
What people that want to start boxing?
Yeah, that's in your age group, say from 16 to 19 or whatever.
I say have your life situated already, so you don't have to worry about nothing. Because when you get inside boxing, you gotta actually take it serious. You can't have nothing holding you back. You can't be in and out with boxing. Like if you actually want to get serious with boxing, you gotta let everything go. Because boxing is the type sport that you gotta take serious. Like you gonna get hit. Um, and you just gotta change certain stuff about yourself. You gotta work out way more, change your eating habit. If you smoke, you gotta eliminate your whole smoking stuff. If you drink, you gotta eliminate that too. You gotta actually become a whole new man when you box. So I feel as though when you start boxing, just get closer to God. He gonna show you what to do. Just get closer to God. Everything gonna be perfect.
You a lot more
God,
focused than I was empty, so I needed something to fill me up, and it came along. And yeah, I was just empty. But y'all had me, so I had boxing. I had boxing before. Boxing was like everything to me when I was younger. The only thing is I had to learn how to control that rage. When I got hit and hurt, I wanted to kill the person in front of
Yeah, I feel as though the people that go through the most and start boxing, I feel as though that brings the best out of them. They the best boxers in my opinion. For example, like Manny Pacquiao, 8 division world champion. He was in the Philippines and didn't have no food. Basically was homeless. He was fighting for his family. That's why he's so good. He actually had something to fight for. So if you're going through something, I advise you to go in the boxing gym so it can bring the best out of you. You're gonna get something out of it. Trust me.
me. Yes, sir. All right, that's good stuff, man. Proud of you. But make sure you read that book so we can start this book club. All right.
I am.
If if
Thank you for
if
having
you
me on
want
the
to do,
live.
all right, I'll tell you what. If you want to, we could do that tomorrow. We could do that either tomorrow or Monday, right?
Yeah,
You want to do it Monday?
yeah, we can. Whatever day you
Or
want
you
to, I'm
or
gonna
you
be.
want or you want to do it tomorrow?
We could do it tomorrow, Monday. Just let me know.
All right, so we can come on tomorrow about 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
And it's for Ways of a Superior Man, right?
yeah,
And we could discuss the book. I would say, man, let's yeah, there's no time right now, so let's do it tomorrow. Give me a challenge because right now I'm tired. I'm about to turn the air conditioning back on because I got the fans going and the windows open, right?
yeah,
So I'm gonna turn on the air real quick. But look, I want to thank everybody for listening. Thank Marvin for jumping on. Thank everybody in the chat. Everybody, because you gave me the most. The one thing I can never pay you back for, which is your time. So hopefully, my son here and I gave you something worthwhile since you gave us your time, and I appreciate that. So
yeah. I
let me go
appreciate all
find.
y'all for joining.
Yeah, and one of these days he gonna come on here and him and his brother gonna take it over, and they're gonna they're gonna promote their music, and I'm just gonna be in the background handling the technical stuff, trying to so because that's actually what I want y'all to do, right?
Yeah,
I want y'all to come on here and say, look, we want to come on and just do our thing and take you just hang back, right?
yeah,
So you could do that one day. So because once I'm out of here, this is all yours. So it's all yours now. You just have to take the control of it. You want to do your music, then do your music, man. It's all yours, baby. You just gotta come on.
for sure. I just need you to stay consistent. On this channel. Yeah, on one day this channel going to blow up. Just trust me. Trust the process.
It needs consistency, man. I need to be more consistent, and that's what it is. I'm just not consistent, and that's what the problem is with me. But I'm gonna take care of that and be more consistent, man. I'll be more consistent. And
Yeah, I
hold
understand.
on,
Just take your time with it.
yeah. Well, I've been around for years, baby. I've been on two other shows, and those they blew up and all that. So now I'm gonna just try and blow my own show up, right? I think I'm gonna do.
Yeah. All right.
I think I'm gonna talk about some Black Cowboy stuff today. There's a brother. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let that ride. I ain't gonna do no music today. This is brother who's talking about Black Cowboys, because we are the cowboys. We the original cowboys, because we're the ones that did all the farm work, and they call us cowboys, right?
Say you the
And
original cow. Oh yeah, yeah. You told me that when I was
yeah,
little. I think.
and then they
Mm.
basically just took it over because I guess that's how things work. But just like when you hear about the Indian tribes over here and all that,
Mhm.
those were black people. Those are black tribes. The Indians will tell, like the older Indians will tell you, yeah, those we just black people,
Yeah,
right?
I know. Yeah, I know a lot of history about it. I know a lot of history about a lot of stuff that you think I don't know about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know a lot. We could talk about that the next live too, if you want to.
All right. Well, let me drop this knowledge and then we go bounce out. Just check this out here. Tell me if you can hear it.
All right.
Can you hear it? Can
Not
you hear
really.
it? How
Not
about
really.
now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. I tell people that all the time, man. We are the cowboys and we are the Indians, baby. They just want to take it away, stuff away. But check this out here. I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. It's a nice song right here. This is Ti and the name of the band is Watch Watch the Duck, right? Funny name, right?
But
They
you
dope
wait,
though,
wait,
bro.
say it again.
Huh?
Wait, say the name again.
Watch the Duck.
Watch the duck.
Yeah,
What that
watch the
mean?
Duck.
Watch the duck.
That's like they part hip hop, part rock and roll, part blues. Hold on, I'm getting to the
Oh,
point with Ti's rapping.
all right,
He's come. Okay, hold on. He's coming on a little bit.
all right.
Yeah, but you can hear that type, this style of music playing, right?
No, I'll turn it up a
Can you
little bit
hear it?
more.
This is as high as it's gonna go. Can you hear it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's kind of glitching now.
Yeah, that's Ti boy. All right, y'all. I don't know if everybody heard that or not, but Ti said the same way they respect my stripes, the same way that you women gonna respect my pipe. But
Yeah,
bless up, bless up one and all, and thank you for coming out to another episode of Troy Graham Experience. All right, son, I talk to you.
all right, pop. See you later.
I'm gonna turn on this air conditioning, man.
All right, all
All
right. Talk
right,
to you later.
all right.
All right.